The core of my business is really trying to tell the story of Australia and its unique landscape through scent. And the way to do that is to really zero in on what our native botanicals are to different parts of the country, and then to build a fragrance from the ground up telling that story. So am I surprised that Australia's native botanicals haven't been used much in our candles and perfumery to date? Look, I think the answer to that question is I'm probably not surprised. And the reason is that most people who are trained in this industry or working in this industry have generally taken their cues and their references for fragrance from Europe. And so a lot of the work in the fragrance industry tends to be dominated by the European approach to making fragrances, formulating fragrances, and there's generally no familiarity with what Australia's native botanicals are. And so in that sense, it's not surprising that we really haven't seen a lot of people working with our botanicals because very few people have an understanding of them. Look, I love them because they are quite different to the botanicals of most other parts of the world. They've evolved over many, many years, thousands of years, in an extremely harsh climate. So when you find our native botanicals expressing an odor profile that is pleasant, because let's face it, they're not all pleasant, you end up with just this extraordinary complexity of beauty. And that's why I love working with them. How can we compete in this industry with more globally established players, whether it's the French or other nations? I think the reality is we do compete today in any event because our products are on the market. They are being shown internationally, they're being purchased internationally. We're seeing so many emerging applications of our botanicals. Clearly we've got applications in food, we've got applications in gins and in alcohols and spirits. We've got applications in perfumery, we've got applications in skincare, but really I still think we're a relatively immature industry that's still finding its feet. We're still defining the character of these botanicals across many product categories, and I think there's still very early recognition internationally of what our botanicals actually can do, can smell like, can taste like, or their power in skincare. So I think all we can keep doing is pretty much just applying the hard yards to get our products into international markets, because I think the early signs are that these products are great, our botanicals are amazing, and so I think there's just a lot more effort to get more international profile.